into the music, into the music now. Yeah, yeah. The music been in me from me young and grow. Have to move my body when it take control. The bongo be knocking and me catch the flow. Well, give me the rhythm, make me touch your soul. It's the beat of the rhythm on the bass. I move my feet. Write a passage for the ones who wanna enter the spirituality of love. Hold on to your lover and just rub a dub. Rock steady, hold on, baby, while the bassline a drum. Hear thick as smoke from the man them blunt. Let go, ease back and make your body do the talking. Alone skanking, skanking. The music been in me from young and grow. Have to move my body when it take control. The bongo be knocking and me catch the flow. Give me the rhythm, make me touch this.
Well, good evening. Well, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the show. And I want to thank you so much for coming on. My name is SYLBOURNE SYDIAL and welcome to the late one as we go across the Atlantic. Tonight is the 5th of the 12th, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome, good evening, and thank you for joining this fantastic show as I move all the way and go travel to the lovely island of Jamaica. Across the Atlantic is one whereby I tap into people from different countries. I've gone to South Africa, I've been to Kenya, I've been to the United States, I've been to Canada. Where else have I not been to? I think I've been to the UK in Bristol. But it is a way how to tap into different persons from all over. And tonight, as I said, I traveled to Jamaica, and I've come up and landed successfully with this artist Timuna. Listening to indie reggae artist Timuna bring to mind the melodic styling of Billie Holiday, and she's a young and dynamic lady. I want to say though, ladies and gentlemen, that Jamaica at this time is producing exciting people, exciting challenges, and even though this COVID geezer, this terrorist is around, I call him this terrorist, you know, we don't negotiate with terrorists and we don't let him run our lives. But things are happening still. And I'm so grateful for having Timuna on tonight. And of course, there's a history because it's family at the same time. So therefore, you promote family in different respect. So without further ado, I want to bring in Timuna all the way from Jamaica. Whoosh. Hey, bingo, boom. Timuna, how are you?
Hi, Sylbourne. Thanks for having me. Or should I say, hi, family, hi, uncle. Thank you for having me on your show. I'm so excited to be on.
Yes. I know we had some slight little hiccup with some challenges regarding the technical thing, but nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, we just have to go with this particular flow. Now, I have a saying that I don't go with the flow, but if I go with the flow, then I'm going to say I'm with this company in Jamaica called The Flow, which I understand is having some technical issues whereby so many people are not going with that flow. Am I correct?
The flow is sick. Yeah, man. If you go with flow, we not really move right.
Well,
oh boy. But thanks for having me, and it's lovely that even though we have internet issues, that in a time like this we can connect virtually. I think that's a blessing.
Yes, that's wonderful. And ladies and gentlemen, for those who are coming on, you can join us on the Facebook and the YouTube as well. But we're just going to go straight into it. Timuna, let's first of all go into that music which was playing at the start. I love that music. Tell us about the get into the music. I mean, let's get straight into the music.
The idea. All right, then. The song Get Into the Music came from the idea of the fact that from I was very small, I've been around a lot of music. My family is a musical family. So from I was probably 4 or 3 years old, I remember coming together with the family and playing the pianos and singing together. So my family members, they either can play instruments or they can sing. And I saw a picture with me dancing as a child, and I said, you know what? The music been in me from me young ago, and that's where the idea came from. So yeah, man, love the music, love performing arts, poetry, all of that, and that's why I'm here. Probably 6 months now, doing reggae music.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned about the family's musical because your grandparents and your uncle and your father, they're all family as well as we emanate all the way from Ocherius. So I'm grateful as well because they have been a very
Right.
tower of support to my family as well. And of course, it's a musical family. So I guess you got some good genes there as well. But let's go back
From
now.
the
Well,
two
you're a
sides.
teacher.
I don't know if you know much about. Yes, I am. I think we have a kind of delay, so I'm hearing you late. But yes, I was saying yes from the two sides, not only from my father's side, my mother's side as well. Been writing for JCDC. I think my uncle has won twice. My mother sings very well, so
Okay.
the music slapped me from both sides, not just the Otarius side. And yes, I'm a teacher.
And that's the reason why you have to get into the music, isn't it? You have no choice but get into the music.
Yes, with the family side. Yes, my mother probably wasn't as, happy about me getting into the music from the get-go. With the times we have in Jamaica, music is a one-shot thing. Doesn't always go through. But I guess I'm doing it for the love and the whole history of the family has pushed me and has made me passionate about writing and about music. Yes. So I had no choice but to carry on the
Okay.
legacy.
Can you tell us now? I mean, because as a upcoming artist, and one of the things that is said about you is you got this indie reggae style, Billie Holiday style, um, Richie Spice, people that you work with, Erica Badu, and so you're a combination of many different persons at the same time. Would you say that is that a fair statement?
Yes. When I was coming up, growing up, I love the fact that I could connect with different types of music through YouTube. And so I used to explore like a Erica Badu, and I loved her flow. There was something about Erica that my vibe with, and I love her silk from her silky tone to the type of topics that she has. So I love Erica, and that's where the jazzy side of me comes from. And then Richie Spice now comes from my mother's love of Richie. Mommy always sing the song, how the song go again? Grooving my girl, moving my girl. And she had that song on repeat. So all through my childhood, I was hearing that song and just grew to love Richie. And so I guess those two influences has crossed over into when I'm writing and I'm making my music. So it would be a true
You
statement.
sing. Yeah, I did ask you earlier if you're going to sing, and we didn't agree. You just sang a while ago. It's great. So I think people are asking already if you're going to sing at some point during the show. Tell us now about the. I want to go into the past, into the back now, like as being a teacher. Tell us a bit about yourself, in a sense, before we
Right.
go into the music. Where was that transition whereby you felt like now you had to break through, if anything, or you got to do it?
You know what? Since high school, when I graduated from high school, my idea was, hey, I'm going to go over to Edna Manley now, and I'm going to be doing this music thing. I want to do this music seriously. But as I said before, because of the climate, the environment in Jamaica with regard to the economy, and being an independent girl, woman, my mother said, you know what? Here's what I can offer you. I'm going to give you go to college, do English language and literature. It's poetry. You learn, about writing. You'll meet different type of literature text, etc. And that can help you to branch out. So when you're finished, you can go and do your music. You know, I did teaching for, I think this is my 5th, going to 6th year in teaching. And I think last year, I looked at my age and I said, Timuna, remember you always want to do this music thing. You need to step into it. And that's how I got up and I say, you know what? I've always been writing. I write poems, I write little songs, I put them down, I keep them to myself. And so I got in contact with somebody in the industry, and that's how I met Clive for the first song, I Love Life. And I went, got it done, put it out, and everybody said, "Hey, never start this from long time." You know, so that's the journey into, you know, my first song and into music. I think it's been 6 months now. So fresh into the industry. And I'm just excited that I'm able to express myself in that way.
And what are there challenges now? Like you got the whole COVID factor in Jamaica.
Yes, with music, there are a lot of challenges, especially having to, you know, go into one area. You know, most studios that we would have access to as new artists, they are a small space, as well as persons asking for dubs now and stuff like that. It's hard in the COVID time to make the connection. You really have to reach out more, and you know, everybody is trying to keep away from the virus. So, you know, we have to be understanding of that. But it's hard to go out and record. But I think it's a good time. It's a good time to have some solace and to meditate creatively and create magic. You know, they always say that diamonds come from hard times.
All right, let's play this tune a bit now. This one here now. This is a very interesting tune.
Morning and I see my loved ones by my side. I look to the sky, see my sunshine. I forget about our strife. It's a new day. It's a new day and it's mine. It's a new day. I give thanks 'cause I got life. I love life. Let me hear you say I love life. It's way more than money. I'm blessed 'cause I'm happy. My pocket might empty, but I'm blessed 'cause our family. Yeah. Wake up and see a new day, brethren. Just give thanks for that. Every hour is a blessing. Tomorrow ain't no promise to nobody, no. Step aside and smell the fresh air, it's strange. Chant and flash your locks. No man nobody make you feel down like we're so confident. Don't let the troubles of the world make you front, no.
Timuna. Okay, we lost her briefly. I guess she's gone to make another track or something like that. Timuna, if you come back in, okay, so she's going to come back in briefly. I think we have some slight hiccups there, but it's very interesting songs. I'm going to play the first one as well at the same time until she comes back in, because that song is a very lovely song. That's a song which I actually found myself gravitating to a lot, which is Get Into the Music, and it's a very powerful track, and it has a very nice ring to it, and I believe this song will go very far. I actually tagged Daddy Ernie and tagged Daddy Rodigan into this link as well, and hopefully that they will pick it up as well. So here we're gonna go until Timuna come back in.
Ooh, yeah. Get into the music. Into the music now. Yeah, yeah. The music been in me from the young I grow. Have to move my body when it take control. The bongo be knocking and me catch the flow. Well, give me the rhythm, make me touch your soul. It's the beat of the rhythm on the bass. I move my feet. Write a passage for the ones.
And you're back on the track, Jack, yes?
From the young. Sorry about that. I think the internet dropped for a second.
Yeah. No, I think, go on, sing it. Sing the song for a bit. Sing it. You were singing it a while ago.
The
Yes.
music been in me from me young grow. I feel move my body when it take control. The bongo be knocking at me catch the flow. Well, you made it. Let me touch you so it's the beat of the rhythm on the way by moving feet. Mm.
Okay. All right. Now that's great, and that's great, and that's
It's
fantastic.
a moving feet. Yes.
I want you to tell us now about Jamaica now, and we touched on it before we got disconnected. The challenges now as a teacher. Um, the challenges. What is a challenge now as being a teacher there now with the whole Zoom thing and everything? What is it like? I just want us to get a picture of your journey now, breaking through during this time of COVID, and then releasing your music at this time, challenging, exciting times. What is it like being a teacher now and with the students and the laptop and tablets and all those challenges?
I think I can't talk. Well, I have to talk for my school. I
From
think
your
my
yeah,
school is blessed. My school is blessed with resources, etc. We have done tablet drives and we've sent out tablets to students. I think it's twofold. It has its challenges. So, for example, students who would have been on path, the issue now is, they would have gotten lunch when they came to school and all of that. So the extra pressure placed on their parents to provide for them at home here, it must be hard. Some students who live in rural areas have internet connection issues, and so we have to be recording the class so that when they come on, they can have access. I think that's the downfall. But on the other end, for students who do have internet access and can come on and interact with the teachers, I think for some subjects, it's going really well. The grades are good. They're on par with us, talking to us and all of that. But I know the math teachers and the science teachers, they have graphs and all of that. So it's really rough for them. So I think our teachers can say COVID-19 really testing our training, really testing our
mm,
training. And I mean, children have contact to us 24 hours. So it's like we're
yeah,
always on call. But what I have to be appreciative of the fact that we have a chance to reach out to them in this time. Because imagine if everything had stopped.
yes, yes, and that is something because I've heard as well that some students somewhat the challenge that they have because of the fact that they have now this one-to-one Zoom interaction, it's also working better.
Mm-hmm.
But let's move straight into the music now,
Yes.
and let's see with all the concerts and everything now. Are you on concerts? Are you on the road? Are you with the reggae sunsplash and all those bram bram thing?
I'm with them in my head live and in direct with the Sunsplash other night with Jesse Roya. I'm with them. But no. Remember I came out with my first song in January, and that's
Mm,
right before COVID. So even though persons have asked me to perform at little shows, I have not been reaching out or branching out so far as yet. But I have persons reaching out to me for dubs and sending me instrumentals, to create a song. So I'm making contacts through social media. Um, I'm not sure if I'd want to say that I should have started at any other time. I think things happen all the
yes.
time for a reason. So maybe it's preparing me for when it actually, blows and I can do big shows or I can go on even shows with a larger audience than what I'm used to now.
Can I just ask, what is the sort of support that you have as a young artist in Jamaica at this point? Do you get a lot of support financially, or you got to do it yourself to push yourself through?
Really and
Am I
truly,
bursting?
there are persons in the industry. Really and truly, there are persons in the industry who do motivate you. before he died, Barry mixed and mastered the song that you just played, Get Into the Music, and he really and
Yeah.
truly motivated me and pushed me and give me advice. Courtney Bubblers, he speaks to me with me. Clive, Michael Indian, an artist, a reggae
Mm.
artist coming up now. So artists do coming up on the scene, do support each other financially though. I find that unless you're signed, which I'm not, I just came out, I have to be doing most of the things out of pocket, which
Mm.
is it has two sides. Everything is very expensive, from going into the studio to mixing and mastering and all of that. It takes a lot out of pocket. But one thing that I've said before, because persons have said to me, why you not get a manager yet? Whatever, 6 months in, get a manager to start making the connections. I want to learn the industry. I want to learn about the industry. I want to make the mistakes from now. So I want to learn the do's and don'ts from now and learn about the industry before I start to branch out with a manager and all of that.
So I think we can safely say that this is a period of training, then training for reigning, and get yourself
Yes.
into the music and branch out really, because at the end of the
Like the song
day,
says.
get into the music. The thing though is when these things come and the challenges come, I think what gets you going is the whole passion and the whole gut drive that you have, isn't it?
Mhm. You have to remember that as Chronic say, you do it for the love and not for the likes. And also
Mm.
that a lot of these artists who you see are successful now. I watched a video today with Get a Story, Baby Sham, and you saw Spice over the corner in the video sitting down. And I said, look at Spice, that's many years ago. And if she had stopped at that time to say, I may get is a little feature in the video, which it's not really moving or it's not really moving as it should, then you get discouraged and stop. You need to do it for the love and for the passion, and not let the cost of it or the fact that it's not moving as fast as you want it to stop you. That's very true, and a lot of artists have told me that as well.
Is there any pictures of you with any artist sitting in any corner, seeing, watching?
For have no for sure later on. I say, see there, we start. No, I'm not even a picture girl, so you won't see
I want
many
I
of
want
that.
I want to tell you though that when I invite people on the show, sometimes I always say this: there is a famous show guy in the UK, and he's gone now, and he always says to everyone that comes on his show, he says, "You're my favorite." And then the next person that comes up, he says, "You're my favorite too." And everybody that comes up, he says, "You're my." His name is Forsyth, Bruce Forsyth. "You're my favorite." So
Hospitality.
yeah. So for me now, everybody that comes on the show, I always say to them, "I want you on the show because I want to rise with you when you rise." So therefore, that's one aspect of it. I rise as you rise. So therefore, when
Mhm.
you come on the show, it's going to be a breakthrough. I'll give you an example. Andrew Holness, I interviewed him before the last election. Not the last election, the one before he passed, and then he's not a prime minister. Then I interviewed Mark Golding the other day, and people are saying, "Wow, let's see how this turns out." And Mark Golding, I interviewed him recently. They want to leader for the People's National Party. So therefore, I'm interviewing you now. Man, the sky is the limit. The sky is the start, Timuna. Great things ahead. So look out, because you've been on the Sylbourne show.
Looking it up, looking out. I might even run for prime minister.
Well, might as well, get the politics into it. But listen, a lot of people are supportive of what you're doing, and what I said, and the reason why I wanted you on the show was because I'm also looking out for Jamaicans and want to sort of, in a way, support young Jamaican as they rise. And by virtue of this, I've tagged a person named Daddy Ernie. I've tagged Roddy Gunn as well, And of course, this video, one of the reasons why I want to keep this video even tight is that we can send it out, and therefore people can see it and people can get to recognize you, people within the diaspora, because where are the different platforms?
Right.
Where are the different platforms where your music is on now? Where are the different platforms?
All right. And before I tell you where the music is on now, we appreciate that as independent artists and as upcoming artists, persons who reach out their hands and say, you know, come on my show. Let me get you out there. We love that. Because anybody you can get the support from it. It's good. Why we do it for the love? Yeah, man, we love that. My songs are on most major streaming platforms, so you can find it on Tidal. You can find it on Spotify. You can find it on Pandora to stream. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it on Apple as well. So iTunes Music. And of course, YouTube.
Of course, YouTube as well. And tell us, so what would you want people to do then? What would you want people? What is your message to people now within the diaspora? People hearing you. What is it that they need to do now to support the work that you're doing?
Well, I'm doing okay. If you want to support me, get to know me more, follow me over on Instagram at I am Timuna. So at I am Timuna lowercase, and you'll see updates with regard to music, new music. I do covers over there, so you can hear me sing your favorite song. And you'll see when I put out another song. As well as go and stream, go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit the bell. As I hear these persons who stream say, hit the bell, hit the notification bell. Yeah, man. So that you can connect with me.
And as Melly P said, the world needs this now. That is the music. And Michelle Clark said, peace and blessings to you as well, which is really good. So tell us now, what is your sort of your music is inspiring, I would say, because I love it. What would you say then is, who are you targeting? Who are the person that you're targeting? Is it women, young people, Jamaicans on the world? Who are you reaching to? Who's your message for?
I want it. So when I make my music, the first thing with the first song, when I was doing the first song, the conversation I had with persons who I shared it with before it came out, and even the producer, was I want to make something that everyone can relate to. So whether it's a child, a woman, a man, a Jamaican, an American, I wanted them to be able to relate to it and be able to play it anywhere. Another thing is that I want something that's real. So the first song, I Love Life, it came from a conversation I was having with a friend. She was beating down on herself, saying, you know, I'm 20 odd, almost 30, and I haven't gotten to where I want to be in life as yet. And I say, you know what? You have life, you have your family and your friends around you. Stop beating down on yourself. And then when you reach there, what's gonna happen? You know? So take in the moments that you have now. So I want my music to be message music. I want it to be something that can inspire you. And make you move, like get into the music, make you move. And I want to stick to my roots. So even if I do a little jazz, a little Afrobeat, I want you to hear the reggae in it, so you know anywhere I go, that's a Jamaican.
Right. Okay. So therefore, your target is supporting people at this time as well as possible. And what about like in specific toward young people? What's your message like for young people as well?
My message to them is take in life. Do not be so hard on yourself. And as I tell my students all the time, just be you and be the best version of you. Be the best you can be. And go there and do what it is that your heart tells you to do. That's my message to them in my music. And also to be brave. Don't let anybody call you down. You're special too, and whatever you have to say is special or important. So, and that's in I Love Life as well. You have a connection to the universe. You're blessed as long as you walk this earth, right? So, I want them to know no matter what people say to them, no matter the limitations being placed on them, you know, they can do it.
I pick up as well from you that you don't stay in this. You don't stay in the safe zones. You don't stay in the safety of the shores. You tend to want to break out. You don't conform to the typical thinking.
Oh, I guess you can say that. I guess you can say I'm a bit out of the box. I'm a bit out of the box.
I've got to just bring this one up. You know, with the whole COVID thing, and in the UK now, we're all now going to be guinea pigs taking our vaccine and stuff like that. You know, do you want to join us in the UK or what?
Taking the vaccine.
Vaccine.
You know, the vaccine thing isn't something that I have delved into. I have seen the discussions online about it. The fact that it's this new vaccine to stop COVID, the spread of COVID-19. But you see, with the whole talk about it and how Trump dealt with it other day, I said to myself, I need to read up more on this thing because I don't want to jump on the bandwagon. I don't want to jump on the bandwagon to say no vaccine. I'm not taking it because it's a trick. You know, it's a trick, and this whole pandemic is just set up to take our money from us and put us in bondage. I don't want to look at it like that. So and go with the crowd. So I need to do more research before I comment on this vaccine.
So one can say it's a plot them against I&I, isn't it? As I said, it's a plot them against I&I.
Yeah, man, pandemic. Pandemic.
Well, listen, I just want to make sure that I cover everything. So therefore, so ladies and gentlemen, for Timuna, she's got 2 songs out there, and you need to check them out. And the interesting thing about it is that the first one is I Love Life, and the one they're all actually on the same level in the sense of they are very powerful. I Love Life and Get Into the Music. What would you say then is about what's the feedback you get what's the feedback you get about I Love Life? Because when I heard it, I listened to it as a song being played on the radio in Jamaica, like in the morning when people are driving to work. That's how I picture it. You know, in the traffic jam in Kingston and everything like that. I Love Life. It gives that sort of lovely vibes. Is that the feedback that you get about this particular song, I Love Life?
You know, I get a mixture of feedback about it, but what stands out in my mind are persons who message me and say, persons who I may not have spoken to, on a friendly terms all the time, to message me and say that song is so powerful to me. I play it every morning. It gets me going in the morning. And I say, my little song, you sure? You sure you're not just saying so to, make me feel nice about it? No, man, it inspires me, and I've shared it with my family. We play it in and to hear other persons with it as a ringtone. So the feedback I'm getting from that song is that it's a positive song that inspires them. It gets them going. And they quote parts from it, especially the part I sang to you a while ago with the you have a connection to the universe. You're strong. You should just step out. People love that message, love that idea coming from it, and they're saying, give us more positive music. We need more of that. They're saying to me, I see a woman tribe coming out of Jamaica with Leela and Savannah, and we want you to be a part of it.
Yes, and that resonates with what someone said earlier. That is what we need. You mentioned about that people can get the ringtone. Is that correct?
So persons who have it as a ringtone, they have downloaded that song from Audio Mac, because I do have it up on Audio Mac, or they have it from the YouTube, the pirate.
Yes. Well, okay.
Pirated.
Well, I see some. Well,
or they download it. I think there are some apps that allow Hello, I'm Karen.
Yeah. Well, just to let anybody know that if you missed the show at the start, I'm going to be, it's going to be up on the YouTube channel and you can watch it right back. There's some good glitches we had at the start, but nevertheless, we got into the music and we're loving life and we're going
Right.
with it and we're not going with the flow. And Donette Graham, who is there, well done for Step It Out, Timuna. Love your songs. That's awesome. And that's beautiful. And get into the music now. Let's finish off with get into the music because that's my favorite. I mean, I did something today. And when I did it, I just said, "Bram Bram," and I'm going to play this because this was my handiwork. I breached my various persons and I did it myself, and I'm going to put it up here now just to brag and boast. And that I did this, and here we go now. Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight on the SYLBOURNE Show, cross the Atlantic to Jamaica with Timuna, Jamaica upcoming reggae artist. Tonight, Saturday night, 5th of December, 9 p.m. British time, 4 p.m. Jamaica time. You don't want to miss this. Check it out.
Music been in me from the young I grow. Have to move my body when it take control. The bongo be knocking and me catch the flow. Well, give me the rhythm, make me touch your soul. It's the beat.
That's me. I might have to put my voice out there to do some covers, man. When I heard it, I was just like, Bram, Bram, isn't it?
Yeah, man, go through editor. Go through editor.
but I think anyone that works with you eventually in the future will be enjoying it because I think you're a great artist to work with, and you have that fun and you've got that drive, and you have not you have not sort of given up on your teaching and everything like that and just gone. But what you're doing is stepping into the music phase by phase, step by step, because I know the family, Donette, sisters, you're my family.
Yeah, man, get in there.
They're all supportive of you, and that's the reason why I have no choice but to support the Mattis. All the way from Ochi, Bram, straight out of Ochi, you know what I'm saying?
So running, yes.
So listen, any last word? What's your favorite quote?
Yeah, man, we rep the Ochi Massive.
Ochi Massive, bingo. Any last word? Any last
My favorite quote.
What's your favorite quote? What's your favorite message? I mean, because I know you must have challenges. Have you ever had a chance where sometimes you're thinking and you're saying to yourself, can I do this? Do I have the time to do this? Do you go through those period of times?
Yeah, man. I have my time where, because teaching is, I don't know, a lot of persons don't know this, but teaching takes up a lot of your time. So imagine thinking about your lesson plans and your strategies, and you want your kids to do well, plus thinking about this song that you need to go voice and getting the best out of it. But what I'm trying to do is not get demotivated in these times. I think a lot of us, if we were more stick-to-itive with regard to our dreams and our goals, would have gotten there if we had not stopped in the beginning. My father pointed out to me the other day that Steve Harvey had to sleep in his car for a period of time, and look at Steve Harvey today.
Yeah.
So I just push and I tell myself you can do it. There's a Richie Spice song that I listen to every morning. You got to motivate yourself if you want to make it. That's a song there that I listen to, and I just get into that zone, And as I say, I do it for the love. Even if I didn't have all the songs on YouTube and I didn't record it, it's something that I would have been doing it anyway. Anywhere I go, music, drama. Because I run the drama club at my school, follows me. It's just something that I'm really, really passionate about. And I hope that one day I'd be able to, be on a big stage sharing it with the world. I'm already on a big stage though, sharing it with the world, Sylbourne.
Thank you very much for that. And any questions from anybody, please send any questions across while we just wrap up now. I want to thank you so much for coming on, Timuna. And this is just the first of many interviews because we just had to get one in quickly. I think we had some stop and go while you're getting the track out. But what I'll do as well, and this is my commitment, is I will push your stuff from here in the UK. Hopefully that these guys will also play them and you know, encourage people. And of course, you write your
Thank you. I love it.
and keep writing your songs as much as possible and keep sharing it to the world as well. Okay. So thank you very much for tonight. And in the last word?
I will.
Yeah. In the last word before we wrap up now. I know we got a delay, but in the last word?
Just to everybody, you have that dream. You have that dream. You have that goal that you've been on. Go forth and do it. Now it's the season. We're in COVID times, but take the time, take the moment, and go and do something that you love and that you've wanted to do from you were a teenager. You're not too old. You're not too busy. Yeah. Get up and do it.
And I can tell you this, that I've been speaking to a guy from Kenya. His name is Tato Cash. He's a musician. And I said to him, I want you to do some collaboration with you when things get back into normal or so. So we're going to get some link with this guy because he's powerful. He's a musician there he came on my show. I'll make the link. But
I have to go find him.
You know,
he have a big name to Cash.
Definitely we're gonna do
Cash, big name.
We're gonna do a link with him because the music he does is really good. It's really have that sort of element like what we do, and he's from South Africa and Tato Cash. So that is gonna be awesome as well. So I'm making my connections already and doing sending it to.
And I love African music too, so I'm gonna go check him out right now.
Yes. So all right. So thank you very much, and I'm gonna play the last tune out. So ladies and gentlemen, remember to tune in to Timuna, and you can find her details there, which is on Instagram at I am Timuna, and you can see this. You can catch it on replay. Support her music. Support young people. Yeah. Subscribing to her YouTube channel and everything as well. And finally, as well, remember to subscribe to the Sylbourne Show. That would be great. Contact me. You can see the details there. And looking forward to your support as well as I support the various Jamaicans across the Atlantic, making sure that my roots is intact as well. And before we go, we're going to play out with this beautiful track, which is called Get Into the Music. And Timuna, don't go anywhere, but we're going to finish now. You stay right there and I'll come back to you. Okay. Good stuff.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Get into the music. Into the music now. Yeah. The music been in me from the young I grow. Have to move my body when it take control. The bongo be knocking and me catch the flow. Well, give me the rhythm, make me touch your soul. It's the beat of the rhythm on the bass. I move my feet. Write a passage for the ones who wanna enter the spirituality of love. Hold on to your lover and just rub a dub.